Series. It's the Boston Red Sox taking on the Seattle Mariners. Alongside Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. We're looking forward to what's sure to be a dramatic Game 3, Chris.
Well, it's a lot to ask a team to come back from down 2-0, but it's been done before, and I know they're not lacking in confidence even in this tough situation, but it all starts with getting off to a good start.
And now,
ready to go now.
Seattle Mariners.
Strider's a guy known for his velocity. He can bring it, but that wasn't always the case. Coming back from an injury in college, Strider was throwing 94 to 96 miles per hour, Boog, when the Braves drafted him. Now he lights up the radar gun with triple-digit speeds. Try to stay back for that power changeup. Speed differential between the fastball and the changeup is huge. Hitters, they have a hard time staying back. Well, this team was shut out in the previous game, and I'm really interested to see what do they talk about in that hitters meeting that's going to translate into the game and help them get on that scoreboard.
Outside, and that is ball 4. So up next, Akil Baddoo. Next offering is in for a strike.
Well, coming off of a blowout loss in the previous game, this lineup can't try to do too much.
Off-balance feed, there's one. Not in time at first. It's a fielder's choice.
Batting third, the center fielder, Julio.
And stepping in for the Mariners, Julio Rodriguez. Next offering in there for a strike. And it's 1-2.
If you were an average catcher behind the plate, I'd say take second base, but this isn't a catcher you want to run on. His quick release is unreal.
At the belt and fires. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
And down on strikes. And that is that. Top of the second. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's the catcher, Cal Raleigh. And a big swing and a miss. The strategy around starting pitchers in the postseason, it's really changed in recent years. Managers are pulling starters earlier, making a strong bullpen essential for a championship team. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. So digging in, Luke Raley. The 1-1 is fouled off.
Yeah, I think with starting pitchers, they're not going as deep in the postseason because managers aren't willing to let them get knocked around and put a game out of reach. Most skippers have a quicker hook this time of the year.
Right-hander kicks, deals. And another ball. Second inning here, no score. And there's ball 4. Tyro Estrada to the plate.
Strider out there on the mound for this one, and he's a guy who had a really impressive college career but needed Tommy John surgery while playing for Clemson.
Ball to strike. Swings and misses at the pitch off the plate.
You know, Boog, Strider spent time with a sports psychologist in Clemson while rehabbing from his surgery. They talked a lot about the concept of purpose and the importance of having a defined goal for everything you do. You know, it's something Strider now preaches himself.
Next offering is down low. Outside, and that is ball 4.
Well, interesting. He went with the off speed and walked the hitter. Man, you got to challenge the guy.
Ezekiel Tovar up next for the Mariners. The Mariners with a chance to score first here in Game 3 of this American League Division Series. Here's Luis Urias. And he swings through that one.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Two outs. Fights that one away. Still 1-2. Swings and misses at the breaking ball in the dirt. To second, there's Bichette. Inning over. 2 left. On to the third. And we're back. Here's the second baseman, Nico Horner. Not even close there. And it's 2-1.
Well, these Mariners did a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. They've worked 3 walks already, so that proves they're not anxious up there. They're sticking to their game. Game plan, and it's working.
Soto really on his horse for it. Pulls up and it drops for a hit.
Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage counts where batting averages are just so much higher. With the way defenders track down balls these days, I mean, both from the infield and in the outfield, they're
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
very frustrating right there as a speedy potential base runner when with 2 strikes, you just struggle to put the ball in play. You don't even have to get a hit at that point. You can help your team just by reaching on an error, but some way you got to find a way to shorten up the swing and put the ball in play next time.
Next pitch is outside.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
Corner, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. The punch out there picks up strikeout number 7.
Quite the start to this game on the mound, looking very dangerous to these hitters. 7 punch-outs already, so this lineup hasn't had much success trying to figure them out. I'm impressed with what we're seeing here.
Mitch Garver up to hit here. Move to first. Corner back in standing. 2 outs. Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. Tucker makes the grab, and the inning is third. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Cal Raleigh. Swing and a miss, and that one missed by a ton. Got it by him for the K.
Definitely made him chase a little bit out of the zone right there. I don't think that's a strike if he takes it. Pretty textbook pitching. Get ahead in the count, get the guy in the box on his heels, and then force him to chase your pitch where he doesn't have much of a chance to do any damage.
Here's the left fielder, Luke Raley. All tied up here in Game 3. Ground ball to the right side. And base hit.
He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock. And we'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically, he likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time, a little anxious.
Runner on the move. Swing and a miss.
One ball.
For a second. Save.
Well, nights like this when it seems harder to score, I like the call to put him in motion and try to steal the base. Ball's not carrying, no home runs so far.
And down on strikes he goes. And that is that. No run. Back at T-Mobile Park. Back in Seattle, bottom of the inning. And now for Seattle, Luis Urias. And a swing and a miss.
Clearly he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
Swings and misses, struck him out. So the batting order turns over. Here's Nico Horner. Swing and a ball popped up. And that should be extra bases. Throws to second, but he's in there easily.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night, and just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. Intentional walk coming here, and that sets up the double play possibility with 1 away and runners at first and second. First and second, 1 out. And up next for Seattle, Julio Rodriguez.
Now, the next pitch he throws will be pitch number 100 as he tries to battle through a tough situation here in the 5th.
2 on, 1 out.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
That misses, and now it's 3 and 2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Down to second, but he dances back in safely.
Well, obviously that was nowhere near the strike zone by the time it got to the plate, and people at home watching are thinking, what's he swinging at? But I'll tell you, some of the break guys step off these days is just devastating. It can be so tough to recognize where a pitch like that's going to end up.
And a swing and a miss. Tosses to first, 3rd out. Leave a couple, and we are still scoreless. New inning getting started. And now it's the catcher for the Red Sox, Adley Rutschman. Next offering is in for a strike. Bottom of the 6th inning. Now the Mariners catcher, Cal Raleigh. And another ball.
Well, these Mariners showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. They haven't produced a run yet, but the pitch count for the starter is starting to climb, so they're hoping that starts to pay off soon.
The 2-2. Got him. And there's one down.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this one. That was his third strikeout, and this one looking, obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate.
Left-hand batter waits. Hit on the ground to the right side. Ramirez fires to first on the run, and that quickly 2 away. Now it's the Mariners DH, Thairo Estrada. And it is 2-1. Two down, nobody on. On the ground, Ramirez slings to first, and Estrada is out. And the Mariners set down 1-2-3. Nobody left for Seattle, and we're still knotted at 0. And welcome back.
You're out. 3.
And we're back. Bottom of the 7th. And stepping in for the Mariners is Ezequiel Tovar. They tried to get him to chase on a slider down and away.
Changing speeds has this lineup completely off balance in this one. We've seen a lot of mistimed swings, and it's been a challenge for these hitters to get their rhythm right.
The wind and the pitch. On its way to the corner, Soto really on his horse for it. Can't get there. This one lands foul.
This pitcher's done a good job of disrupting the hitter's timing with the mix of pitches and changing speeds. You want to keep that front foot inconsistent for the batter. Their swings are hesitant, and that's exactly what you want on the mound.
And now for Seattle, Luis Urias. Couldn't chase that time. Base is empty, 1 away here in the late stages of Game 3. That's in there, and the count's even at 2.
It really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there. Just indecisive in that at bat. He couldn't commit to the slider, tried to sit in between, just not able to put the bat on the ball.
And a swing and a miss there.
1 ball. 2 strikes.
And a swing and a miss, and that's that. Mariners back at T-Mobile Park.
3.
Bottom of the 8th, and stepping in for the Mariners, Akil Baddoo. Chop back up the middle. Bounces into the outfield, base hit. So the go-ahead run is on base with a knock. Well, maybe that will end up getting him going.
Yeah, he really simplified there. Kept his shoulders square to the plate and wasn't trying to overswing. I think that's the key for him to have success through the rest of this series.
And that's ball 4.
Well, he's been in a very giving mood today.
First and second, no outs. Mitch Garver up next for the Mariners. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. And that is a big first out.
Save that mid-90s fastball until the final pitch of the at-bat. So at the plate, he hadn't really had a good opportunity to time things up. By the time the pitch was recognized and the swing came through the zone, fastball was in the catcher's mitt.
Next one misses, and the count's full.
All eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
Outside, and that is ball 4.
Well, the stage has been set for this offense, Bird. It's all about creating opportunities, and this is one of them right here.
So bases loaded with 1 away. Now the left fielder, Luke Raley.
Really great change of speeds. He goes off the off-speed to the fastball.
Here's a high fly ball out to center. Squeezes it. Runner tags from third. Lay at the plate. Safe, and they take the lead.
Well, that can be a tough one with the bases loaded. You can try to do too much, but there he didn't. He stayed within himself. He got that run in with the sac fly. Would have been nice if the runners behind could have advanced, but they'll take what they got.
Fouls it off. Still 1-2. Got him swinging. We go to the ninth. Freddie Freeman up to the dish. That one hammered, but pulled foul.
He's been so sharp today, even over 100 pitches thrown. His skipper is leaving him in there to finish the job.
High fly ball, right field. This could go the distance. Home run. He powers that one out of here. It's into the game now. The southpaw. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Ezekiel Tovar. And here it comes. Ground ball right side. And they tag him out.
The third baseman, number 16.
He's 2 outs away. And up next for Seattle, Luis Urias. Popped up, middle of the diamond. Bichette moving under it. But the second baseman calls him off. 2 down.
Oh, that's a frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter right there. I mean, that pitch was right down the middle. I think he got a little too excited, came out of his mechanics, and instead of driving that ball somewhere, he popped it up. Unfortunate for him. Well, a really solid division series win. They can move on to the next round and I think relax a little bit more. Congratulations. Get ready for the ALCS.
The final line score for our ball game tonight. For the victorious Boston Red Sox, 3 runs on 9 hits, no errors. They left 8 runners on base. For the Mariners, 1 run, 4 hits, no errors. They left 9 runners on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 41 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance at T-Mobile Park, 47,715. The Mariners thank you for your patronage and remind you to please buckle up and drive home safely.